Welcome to Ciao Bella, hosted by me, Erica Firpo, a travel journalist based in Rome. Each episode of Ciao Bella, I sit down with Italy's creators, contemporary artists and artisans, designers, culinary experts, heritage brands, and innovative aesthetes, and more who are defining and redefining 21st century Italy. Pull up a chair and join in.
Como's one of those very, it's this beautiful kind of exclusive location. It's kind of a secret, but it feels recently like the secret is out.
It's true, actually. Well, the starting point some years ago, Como was the Garden of Milano. Okay, was intended like that. People coming here, the lake, obviously, the Grand Tour since the 19th century. German people from England. This was in the Grand Tour, but recently, actually, Como and the lake has been more like the Garden of Milano. What happened is that at a certain point, bam, glamour comes up, and obviously you know why.
George.
Well, that was the starting point of, because we were coming out also from some darken years now, 2008, 2009, 2010, and it started from 2013, 2014. It started, and now it's so glamorous. Actually, you see outside the view, the atmosphere, and when you go by boat, but either by car, you go up on the lake and you drive to, to Tremezzo. It's very much similar on the other way to the Côte d'Azur, no? Uh-huh. It's very much this feeling, which is relaxing, which is because the lake is kind of relaxed place.
It's a lakeside Riviera.
See.
Now, I'm just going to quickly introduce you to everyone. Mm-hmm. So today I'm here with Bianca Passera, who is the third generation of a family that has been in Lake Como since, I think, was it
At the beginning of 19th century, 20th century.
The beginning of the 20th century, and we're here at one of her hotels, which is called the Vista in Como, on the edge of the city of Como, looking onto the lake. And Lago di Como is this beautiful lake in Lombardia, which is a northern region of Italy. And what I discovered yesterday, aside from the fact that it's 180 kilometers in circumference, so it's pretty big. It's not the biggest, but it's pretty big. But it's also 2 or 3 kilometers from Switzerland. So we're very
close by.
Yeah, we're very, very close by. And this is this incredible, as you were saying, the Gardens of Milan, this Lake Riviera, that in the recent past 5 years, everybody's been talking about. But it's been a bit of a secret.
Well, now, from my point of view, I'm very happy that it's not a secret anymore. But let me tell you this: pandemia will go. I don't talk about this very last year, but until 2019, it was very crowded. Actually,
really,
it was very crowded, and Bellagio was crowded, Tremezzo was crowded, which from one side is okay, so people is coming, traveling. No, tourism is a positive business, but in order to make tourism a positive business, we should also take care of our territory, because it's narrow. We don't want to become like Venice. Actually, you know what Venice became.
Exactly.
And we really need to be careful, because we are living in a very narrow streets. The territory is very narrow, and so we need to be careful on how much value, actually, which doesn't mean that we need to have just 5-star luxury hotel. Value means good, nice, beautiful things. Service, this is why I think if my objective is that someone coming here is to get these relaxing places, this beautiful local vista. We have a mountain here in front of us, we have the water, we have everything. So people's coming, and he deserve also, no? A beautiful service and a beautiful experience. And in order to assure this, we need to be careful, because too many people doesn't know. Sustainability in this area is something that we have to take care of.
Have there been any initiatives, or I mean, I know that things have kind of flip-flopped with the pandemic because numbers are not the same right
Are
now.
not the same.
Have there been plans to kind of, let's say, evolve the tourism that's here?
Which I think, because personally, I don't have data on my hand actually because it's too early. But what I think is that at least for the next 2-3 years, people will be in any way to travel will be more difficult. Actually, not difficult. Will be more expensive in a way because flights, in order to have the same number of flights of before pandemic, we will need sometimes. Also, we touch with our hands. I mean, U.S. people are not coming as they were because flights are fewer.
Exactly.
So what I think is that people who wants to travel wants to stay a little bit more. That means to go a little bit more into the place, into the tradition, which for us means garden, green, trekking, bike, history. Actually, this is a place where you can get so many things. And if you, I had a friend, and here at Vista, we have Alberto, which is the butler, the outdoor butler actually. And if you want to speak with him a little bit, he knows everything of the lake, from food tradition, silk tradition, all the villas, Villa Carlotta, Villa Melzi. It's we are really lucky. What we can offer is a lot.
Well, I spoke with him yesterday afternoon, and it was like, obviously I'd love to spend days with him because of the information that he has, and it is amazing because.
What I told you, we are so lucky because we are full of history. There are artists who are coming and who came through Como. We have Bellini, who wrote many of his opera here at Villa Pasta, because Mrs. Pasta was a very important woman, very rich woman. Not rich in terms of economically point of view, but very rich in terms of illuminated. And she really sponsored music and art. We have in Brunate was born one of the most important contemporary poetess, which is Alda Merini. We had Liszt in Bellagio, Wagner. And if you go on the other side, there are many writers who came through, and also in the 19th century, all these villas like Villa Melzi, like Villa Carlotta, like Villa Sola Cabbiati, they belonged to the aristocracy, the real Lombard aristocracy, and they used to make their son to grow up with private teachers.
Tutors, yeah.
And tutors were Parini, were those people, So we have this kind of history. On the other side, this place is from the cinema, and this has been one of the most important location. Hitchcock was here the first time in Villa d'Este, and he found out the title of the first movies he made. From Hitchcock, to George Clooney, and through Ocean 11, and all the sets.
That's right, Lucchino Visconti.
Lucchino Visconti, which is in Villa Erba. Next time you come, I will ask you to come and visit the Villa Erba. Villa Erba, which is in Cernobbio, is the Visconti place. Actually, this villa belonged to Lucchino Visconti, to the family.
Did he leave it to Cernobbio?
Yes, he spent a long time, a lot of time in Cernobbio, and he used to work also on the post-production. There is a little museum. To call it museum is maybe too much, but there are 2-3 rooms in Villa Erba, in which it showed, especially pictures of the screenshot and also the, come si dice scenografia? Come si dice
The
scenografia?
set design?
The set design of Gattopardo, which was very much inspired by Villaerba.
Really?
Very much. Okay. And then you see a couple of other screenshots of Ludwig, very much inspired by Villaerba, because they used to stay a lot. They used to spend a lot of. They born here in Villaerba, actually.
Wow.
So this was Lucchino Visconti, and then there was in most recent years Giovanni Gastel, no? Which is nephew of Lucchino Visconti.
I didn't know it was his nephew.
Was here. He spent a lot of time. Was an important photographer, and I'm very sorry that he's not here anymore. But so what I would like to tell you is that this is Como Lake. The lake is genius loci of illuminated people, from the artistic point of view, music, writers, and you smell it. I mean, you go and you feel it. You really feel it.
Something I thought that is also very cool, and I thought about this morning because I had to buy batteries for my recorder. And I started chuckling because I bought batteries in Como, where Alessandro Volta, the man who invented batteries was from and lived. And I thought that is probably going to be one of the cooler things. I know it's super nerdy, but I really love Volta. And I love the Tomba Volteana, which is right here.
Certo, and you also, the Tempio Voltiano.
The Tempio.
The Tempio Voltiano, but also in front of us, the stage, the installation, no?
Oh, the one mirror.
The mirror one. This has been done in honor of Alessandro Volta for the Expo 2015, which is for the electric. And this has been done by Libeskind. So Alessandro Volta, again, is another fil rouge now that it
and a spark of illumination.
Tempio Voltiano is very beautiful. This is beautiful. The electric lake, actually, we were one of the lake that we put all the le colonnine elettriche per le macchine, no, all around. So
the
many of the terminus. Here we have it at the terminus Villa Flori, Villa d'Este, Remezzo. So we try to keep up on the,
Wow, that's great. So there is a huge sustainability effort. Now, you grew up here.
I grew up here. Yes.
And what part of Como did you grow up in?
Right in front of the lake, but in the center, in the Regionalism area, actually, which is close by the stadio, the football stadio, is where there is the Tempio Voltiano, very close by there. And we grew up, because we were three, I had two brothers and we were three. We grew up here. My father and my grandmother used to live in one of the hotels because two words about history, actually, of our history. As you told, I am the third generation in this business. This was started by my grandfather and grandmother, who started to work on the ferry. At the beginning of the century, ferry boats were very, very important, and the food and beverage on the boats were very elegant, very very important. So they started from there, and then they took the management of one hotel, and then the other, and then this and that. So the first one, my grandma, I didn't met my grandfather, but I met my grandmother, and we used to go every Sunday to eat, to have a nice lunch at the hotel.
Was that Villa Flori?
No, this was San Gottardo, which doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
During winter time. In summertime, we used to go to Villa Flori. A Villa Flori, which is right Piedanlo, with this is a place where, for me, is with my friends at the elementary, at school, and then before going to college. We used to go and we used to spend to play and to have parties, and
It was your backyard.
Yeah, this is something that I really lived like my place actually. And then what happened is that I went to Milano. I went to study at the Bocconi University, and I decided to take another career actually, because I started to work in advertising, and my first job was in McCann Erickson actually.
Oh wow!
So
completely
different. Completely. It was my my older brother took over actually, and he was the manager of the hotel business. He developed, and and this was for 20 years was like that. So he was the manager. I was in Milano. I went to New York for a couple of years with my husband. And what happened is that at a certain point, because we decided to restructure actually the Terminus, which is the other hotel. And I took over. I started to do it with I was the one. I chose the architect. The style. I didn't study architecture, but the fact that hotel business always was in my heart. I really like to go around and to see new. Also, when I was in New York, it was the very beginning of the boutique hotel, in those times, because it was 1990. So it was the beginning by those beautiful places, boutique hotel in this certain side, certain kind. And I was interested by design, by how to do it, what to offer, service, and this and that. And then afterwards, I started to write for a magazine, which is Bell'Italia. And in Bell'Italia, there is a particular site dedicated to hotel that had something special. So it was perfect for me because I had to go visit and to write. So this is a divagation, but I came back and I started to work with my brother on the enlargement of Terminus, and then we restructured completely Villa Flori. Completely. Villa Flori was closed for 2 years, actually. Then we will reopen. Unfortunately, my brother is not here anymore, and I had to come back, actually. I had to manage this business. And now it's come from 2013, the fourth generation came, which is Luigi. Luigi he's now 34. He's the entrepreneur, he's the CEO of Lario Hotels.
He's your son's
He's my
nephew.
Is my brother's son.
Yeah, that's what
And this, between me and Luigi, actually, is a kind of such nice feeling, actually. Because I'm not a technician, actually. No, I can give him some experience in terms of what is the hospitality. This, I think I can do it, really. I felt it since I was 3-4 years old, And Luigi is more technical than me, and to go and work together is a very special thing. Very special. And I really thank to work with the young people. This is perfect for me.
That's
very
great.
Good, very nice. And he is the fourth generation. Then, what will happen? Maybe one of my children, maybe some other children of the other brother. I hope so, because it's a family business. But it's a family now. To finish the story is okay. Villa Flori, Terminus.
Where is Terminus?
Down there.
Yes, I saw
down
that.
there.
Yes.
What happened is, together with Luigi, this was our project. We opened Vista Lago di Como, which is the first 5-star luxury hotel in Como. Don't misunderstand, because we have a very good and nice tradition of 5-star luxury on the lake. Villa d'Este, Tremezzo, Sereno. Cioè, on the lake, but in the center of Como, in Como City, this is the only 5-star luxury. So we opened this with a precise project, which is to open luxury, to give the luxury in cities where luxury is not there or where the offer is very limited. And we are going to open a Vista in Verona.
Oh, wow.
Verona is another nice city.
I love Verona.
Verona is beautiful, and we think that to have a Vista there, Verona here Vista is more than a name, is more than a brand, because Vista is something that when you enter, in a way or in the other, you should be mozzafiato.
Yeah.
Here you see here you see water. Now you see the lake. Verona, you will see the medieval history because it's in the center of the city. We have a beautiful terrace, and you see the city
Like
360 degrees. Yeah. So it's a different view, but it's a view. Also the medieval, little roads, palace is something that can be, it's more intimate in a way, no?
Now, I know this has, is it 18 rooms here?
18 rooms.
So this is very boutique.
Yeah.
And did you open this in 2016? Was
18.
2018.
June, beginning of June 2018.
So it's 18 rooms, and what I loved the minute I walked into our room, which is a suite on the 3rd floor, aside from the view, which is it's just beautiful to see the lake and the mountains, but I love the design. The design is, and just even we're in the library right now. I love this lamp. I love the material of the chairs. This is you?
Yeah.
This is me. Yeah. My nephew is teasing with me because when I see a place with no curtains, no cuscini, I like very much materials. I like also, Como is the silk is the city for silk. So I grew up with that. Everybody was working in silk industry. This is not silk, but this is materials that for accessories for the indoor design. I think that makes you colors and different kind of material and working. We have beautiful firms. We have Deda, which is close by.
That's right. In fact,
and we work with Deda. We work with them actually. Is Deda 100%, and Deda has colorful, has velvet, has silk, has the feeling that I wanted to give to people, to my guests actually. Here is very much like your soggiorno, no? Is the library, è molto casa tua, insomma.
That's the feeling.
Però is sophisticated. Ecco, I like the idea to be at home, but not at really your home, because you need to have another place, no?
Well, so the feeling I had when I walked in was that especially the salotto area, the living area, not the bedroom. The bedroom's beautiful, but when I walked into the salotto, I thought to myself, this is like the cool me. Like if when I would, this is how I would like to be. Like it's the gorgeous style. If some so how when you think, like I'm a little shy and sometimes I'm not that cool, and I was like, this is the cool Erica. Like this is the design. It's beautiful. It's like the Milan Erica.
See,
and I loved that.
Erica, you might think that people, hotel is the first place that the tourists see and have. No, from the airport. The first place where you stay is the hotel. Yeah. So the hotel must, in my opinion, is an ambassador of the Italian style. We have beautiful things to offer. We have firms. We have craftsmanship. We have those. This is our value. We need to.
So I'm going to guess you worked with local or Italian architects.
Absolutely. This is we try to work. All the library and the wood, and also downstairs there is this firm in Brianza. Brianza is the place where design grew up, actually, because we have, besides the designers, we have people who develop the idea, the designer's idea, So we have people who knows how to do it, to work with woods and that. So we try really to have and to work with our proper i nostri artigiani, insomma. And also for the bathroom, marbles are coming from these places. Verona marbles will be all of will be the traditional marble of the area. We try to. Woods also is Italian woods. Our purpose was someone enter here and has to have everything she needs.
Well, it has been, complimenti, because it's completely beyond successful. And it's funny, so as I was mentioning, my husband's been working while he's here, and he's doing a writing project. So he's been so happy because he's just been sitting in the salotto writing, and it just feels like he's like, it's like I'm at home.
Because this is again the concept of Vista is to have big rooms, suites where someone can do a little bit of work, relax, whatever. So big rooms, place in design is into the concept. Vista, as I told you, is not just a brand, is the objective, because we find location in which you really should have a kind of, stunning place, no? Dici, cos'è questa cosa? Non l'ho mai vista, così non l'ho mai vista. Questo in not little cities, let's say not the blockbuster like Florence, Venice, Rome, because it's plenty of fantastic luxury hotel, but Italy is full of nice cities in which the luxury offer is very limited or doesn't exist at all. This is and we are going to develop that. To have a space for you is the luxury. To have the privacy, to have a service that is there, that you come here and you can ask for everything. Is everything on demand, but is there. But you don't feel it. You feel it, but you don't see it. It's not an invasion, This is the new luxury. Spaces by yourself, those big, nice suites, rooms, view, quiet. And privacy.
Exactly.
And privacy. This is what I think. Then if you want to go out, you can choose your restaurants. You can stay at the sottovoce as well as to find another restaurant on the lake. You want the riva boat, you ask for the river is down there, you take the river, you go. You want to go out and see, listen Alberto, I want to find out some particular wines of the Valtellina or the area. Alberto takes you your beautiful car with his beautiful cars, perfect English, better than mine. And and you are going to find places that you will never find it by yourself. I think this is the experience, as well as I want to find places to I want a trainer, because I am here along the lake. I want a trainer to go and to have some fitness. They find you a trainer coming here in the morning, takes you to run or to do whatever. So this is something that you can, I think this is the luxury of to have a choice, no? And that's the...
And this will be also, I'm imagining, that there will be an Alberto in Verona as well.
Absolutely, the outdoor butler for us is...
I love that name, the outdoor butler.
The outdoor butler is the experience. Is someone that knows very well the local, the area. Verona will be obviously more about wine, Amarone, outdoor wineries, Venetian villas, not Venetian, Veneto, le ville Venete, no? Which are around, will be very much arena, so opera, so history. Verona is Roman history. So outdoor butler is someone who knows where to take you, and you will, because by yourself you don't find it the place to go, you know. Obviously wineries are there, but to find the right one who makes the Amarone number one, maybe, which is not of the most known brand, but is the brand that people from there, they go and buy it, you know. This is the experience that I think we can offer, these places can offer. So is we say, the new explorer, someone who wants to stay in a beautiful place, but he wants to travel around, wants to choose. That's our place. We cannot compete with resorts. We can no, but this is not our purpose actually. We, as well as, I'm not corporate because we have no. I don't have the spaces for. I don't care about corporate, so I go in totally another. Not I. Vista goes in a total other direction. That's it.
Well, I think you guys are going in a great direction. I really look forward to seeing the Vista in Verona.
Verona.
I'm
By the end of the year.
Oh, great.
Mm.
Now, that's actually a question I have for you. I know that some of the hotels are seasonal here. Is the Vista seasonal?
No, is all year round.
It must be. I was thinking this morning when I saw the rain. It must be beautiful at Christmas time here.
It is very beautiful in Christmas time. Also, it is true because in Como they organize lighting and special lighting, and we have from here at the end of the year, you know, New Year's Eve, people are coming right here on this terrace, and there are the fireworks which are becoming quite famous, quite popular because are important, and this is the perfect position. So Como, it was seasonal actually in the past. The lake was seasonal. The upper lake is still a little bit seasonal, but people are trying to stay open more. And in any case, Como city is not seasonal anymore. Also because it's so close to Milano.
It's about 45 minutes?
There is obvious transfer by car, transfer by train, which is right on the corner.
I love, by the way, the train station, the architecture.
Yeah,
it's like, it's beautiful.
It's the
turn of the century as well.
Yeah, and so Milano is so close to Milano, and Malpensa is so closer now to Como than Milano.
The airport.
The airport. So it's a strategic position, and in October, November, we had, and also the weather has changed since the past because we had beautiful winter, which you like to spend more on the lake and to go to Milano, and Milano offer a lot of things actually. So we all hope that in 2019 was like that. We had the proof. I mean, it was not seasonal anymore. All our hotels are not seasonal. Villa Florid, they close one. Actually, when we close 1 month is because, you know, hotel must be managed, must be refreshed every year. So that's why, and some work is impossible to do it with guests inside. That's why. Otherwise, we stay open.
So I'm going to ask you one last question. What is your favorite time of year in Como?
October.
October?
Sì. October and May.
Okay.
May is number one because you go on the lake and you you have the beautiful of the beginning of summer, long nights, no, long evening, and you don't have the noise of the summer because when you go into July and August, boats around, motorboats, and these are so May. Number one, mid-May, mid-June. October because the light is fantastic.
Really?
Sì. October, but it's famous. I mean, the October on the lake Como, it is something that you read about. It's really Is a very lombarda, è una luce lombarda, proprio, no? Che non ha niente a che vedere con Roma, ovviamente, la bellezza di Roma, che è una luce arancione. Questa è una luce più fredda, ma è stupenda.
She was just saying it's a beautiful light that's completely different from Rome's kind of orange because it's a little colder, you were saying.
Yeah, here is colder, but
I can't wait to see it. I would love to.
Ottobre è stupendo. Se non fa questo tempo.
But even, I mean, it's
right,
so beautiful.
Even
you can hear a little bit of the rain right now, but it is so beautiful outside.
Sì. You know, there are people who were coming on the lake. For example, my husband at the beginning, first years. Well, he sails, so he likes to go sailing, and he used to come to sail on the lake. But this was the only thing that he did on the lake. When we met, he started to come on the lake, and he came in November, December. With the weather, you know, was raining a little bit, gray, and they started to, no, Bianca, I don't feel good. I have a kind of headache, you know. I said, Ale, don't worry, this is the lake, which is sometimes, to some people, this is the effect of the November lake atmosphere. Now, he doesn't want to go back to Milano. He wants to stay in Cernobbio, and he will live in Cernobbio, actually. I will go back because I like also Milano. But he thinks it's the best place in the world, actually. But at the beginning, the first years...
Terrified.
Un po' di mal di testa.
Wow.
Però, the light and the atmosphere is beautiful. October is number one.
Well, I'm really enjoying September, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your story with me, and thank you so much for sharing Vista and Como with me.
Thank you to you, and very happy that you have been with us, and I hope that you will finish your séjour in a perfect way, actually.
I think we will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Ciao Bella. If you'd like to know more about today's guest, please visit ciaobella.co and click on the podcast link, or go directly to ciaobella.co/podcast. Want more Italy? You can find all my episodes on iTunes and Spotify and Stitcher. When you have time, subscribe to iTunes and rate the podcast. What are you waiting for? And if you want to be part of the podcast, email me or DM me your Italy questions. To learn more about me and my work, go to my website, ericafirpo.com, and follow my Italy adventures on Instagram at ericafirpo. Ciao Bella! And a very big thank you and hug to Massimiliano Yonta and Dis to Dis Studios, the producers of Ciao Bella who continue to make me sound and feel great.